Oh, jump. What's up, y'all? Howdy. Happy Monday, friends. Whew. Oh, goodness gracious. Tell you what, it's been a hell of a weekend. It's been a long weekend. Got a lot of stuff done, though. It's been busy, been working on this old house and other things, but we're here now. We're going to play some horn. And we're focusing a little bit on reading the last of this cello suite. I've been practicing the first half of the page, of the first page. It's like a page and a line. So I've been playing basically like the first half of it decently. The second half of it's going to be weird because there's some like cello technique involved that I don't know exactly how I would do. Like it. For example, just to see. So this line here, it's like, I think it's using different strings for the same note. So each repeated note has the same timbre, but you can't really do that on a horn. So I don't know how that would work. But in any event, we'll figure that out when we get there. Burn that bridge when we cross it. You know, as we do. But I hope y'all have had a good weekend and a good... Gonna have a good week ahead. Let's keep warming up some. Ooh, you know what we should do? Should do lip trills. I've been doing a lot of lip trills over the past few days as well. And if I'm being honest, they're kind of working like pretty decently. So let's do da-da-da. Get that in my ears. Let's trill a little bit. Good, nice flexibility exercise. Get us all warmed up, ready for the day. Because we might do the alto trombone concerto too, which has a lot of trills. What's going on, Zen? Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Also doing well. Glad to hear it. Just a little sluggish on a Monday morning, you know, trying to get myself into, you know, having some energy, having some anything, but I'm sleepy. It's one of those days, you know. About to pass out. That's right. It's like 2, 3 in the morning for you. Yes, I hear you. I hope you have sweet dreams. Hope you sleep well. Cause yeah, it's 11 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm sleepy. I can't imagine. It's the middle of the dang night for you. Been awake for almost 24 hours. Dude, go to bed. What are you doing? Holy cow. I hate that feeling. I really do. Shoot. Nowadays, I hate when I get less than like 9, 10 hours of sleep. Like, I need my beauty rest, man. Get less than like 5 hours most days, dude. That's not enough. That's not enough, man. Like if you'd said 7 or so, that's, you know, some people legitimately can do on 7. I don't think you can legitimately do on 5 hours a night, my guy. That's rough. Appreciate that, Mdor. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a good good start to your week, my friend. 5 hours, man. I'm about to fall asleep just thinking about it. It's like a little bit. Get to pass out. No worries. No worries. It's good to see you, dude. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you later. Sleep well. That one's not trilling very well. After I just brag about how well my trills have been working, yeah, it turns out I forget to turn my light on, and also not very well today. But that's okay. They were working better over the weekend. That's all right. Maybe it turns out I just needed to get down to an A. That kind of worked. Just a little bit. The best trills that I have done are on like G's and F sharps down low, which is interesting because those are usually the harmonic series on 1 3 1 2 3 that are the most insecure because I just never play them, and they're not really like, they're not great combinations for the tubing. It's just an unsecure, sort of a weak, especially down low. They're just not great pitches, but for trills, turns out they're kind of goated. Only took 11 minutes, but we might actually have it now. Close. What I say, down to a G on 1 and 3, it kind of just like trills. It fucking trills, man, you know? It was close. It was real close. All right. Cool. That's a lip trill. Our trills for the day. Our trills that pay the bills. Our trills and our skills paying the bills. Also, at some point, I am probably going to get a phone call here. Hasn't happened yet. Just want to make sure I'm getting a quote and delivery estimate for all the plywood for the kitchen cabinets I'm going to be building. So that is very exciting, and I am going to have to take that call when it comes. So just FYI, so we're not surprised. Oh goodness. What else? What else while we're warming up? You know, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done some of these schmorflexies. This could be a good one. One that goes down, maybe, because we are going to play low stuff. we're going to be playing some decent low stuff. Starting with the cello suite's going to be the big one because I want to finish reading it. I have not finished reading it. Those all go high. None of these go low. Whatever. Excuse me. I feel like my light just flashed. My whole light just flashed in front of my eyes. It was really boring. Now that's a film. Chicken Run, 2002, I think. I want to say. Sounds right to me. Maybe 2004. They also did just make a new Chicken Run. Just maybe in the last like couple of years. I haven't heard anything about it. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Chicken Run 2000. What? It was 2000. That's crazy. And the new one was 3 years ago. 2023. 2 or 3. I literally just saw it and I've already forgotten it. Whatever. Does not matter in the slightest. Okay. So, this is the Bach Cello Suite. Number 1, probably the one you're all the most familiar with. And yeah, it's the first half of it, decently read. I still need to figure out, and that's why we have handy dandy little pencil clip. It's been years since I've had one of these things. Fucking love it. We're going to be marking down breaths, because breaths are a big thing. With a cello, cellos don't have to breathe, you know. Cellists have to breathe, but a cello itself doesn't have to breathe. So this can all just be a continuous line when played by a string, by the cello, but not so much on horn. So I need to be intentional about where I put my breaths and actually do it right. Yeah, so let's run a little bit, see where it's at this morning. Stupid. I might want to do that differently. Yo, Traversary, what's going on, dude? Good to see ya. How's it going? Happy Monday to ya. Let's try, this one is trigger 3 for that E there. Hope you had a good weekend. As for me, it was mostly tootin' and... Dang, what did we do this weekend? Oh, I had to invent a thing for my chickens. A large capacity weatherproof feeder. That's right. That's what I spent most of Saturday doing. Pleased to say it works like a charm. Just had some spare 4-inch PVC lying around and got a couple brackets to... So it's a 4-inch PVC pipe that's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet tall with a thingy out the front that's curved this way, so it's covered, right? So the food falls down to the bottom and comes out and then I got some brackets to snap it onto the side of the coop. And bada bing, bada boom, we got a weatherproof high capacity feeder, which is great for when I'm out of town for a week coming up. And I can't feed them. So yeah, that'll be nice. Hopefully my girls don't pass away while I'm gone. I would be devastated. Okay, so that's about... So from there to there, from start to about there is half of the first page. And about all that I've read. I'd like to read... Maybe it's a little ambitious, but I'd like to read the rest of this at least once and see where we're at, and then I can sort of get to polishing. But reading is the first step. So let's try. Let's see what we've got here. Nope, it's not trigger 3. That's for the D's, not the E's. What am I, stupid? It's trigger 2. Duh. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's... I think I have read this before, but this is weird. No? Okay. A measure at a time. A measure at a time because I'm not reading this properly. Okay. That's a B. A B, yeah. There, I'm stupid. That's what the answer is that I am dumb. I can't read the notes correctly. I don't know why that measure is so difficult for me. Yo, is it actually the? It's not actually summer today, right? Isn't that like the 20th? 21st usually? Oh, you said unofficial official. What has happened north of the border? Sorry, I can't read it correctly. I'm focusing on reading notes and words are difficult for me. So is it finally warm for you there, Emdor? Love to hear it. Oh, it's a day off for Canadians. I gotcha. What's good, Professor? Good to see you, bro. How you doing? How are things? Hope y'all had a good weekend. What's the holiday in Canada? Is this May the 18th? Next week in America is Memorial Day, I think. Do y'all have is it a similar kind of vibe? I'm trying to remember the Canadian holidays I know. I know there's Boxing Day. I know there's Canada Day. I know there's... Would it be too on the nose for me to say there's like a, I don't know, Moose Day or something, or like either a Moose Day or a Canadian Goose Day, or like a, I don't know. Victoria Day, that's what it is. Of course, Victoria Day. I knew that. Eventually. Probably not. That's awesome. And then yeah, more Discord Symphony stuff. I hear you, dude. I hear you. Best of luck with it. Hope it's going better than me trying to read this one measure from the damn cello suite. It is not going well. So these are weird. Accidentals, horn and C, and bass clef. So that's G. That's a B flat, so that's just a regular F. G sharp, F, ba da 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 da, and then that's a concert G sharp, which is an E flat. D sharp. D sharp. I am no monarchist. Anyway, we don't stop on holidays. I'm still struggling willingly to find musicians for the orchestra. Dude, I hear you. I hear you. I can't imagine the efforts you're having to go through to recruit. Sure seems like quite the struggle. Hopefully, hopefully I can get my house under control and be able to put some time in to help y'all, but, the best laid plans and all that. We shall see. Still waiting on a call from these plywood people who said they were going to call me back in an hour. 2.5 hours ago, they were going to call me back in an hour to see when they could deliver the plywood to me. So that's a little frustrating, but, it is what it is. Nope. Okay, that's kind of just a scale. Sorry for this off promo. It's all good. I support Discord Symphony. Anyone willing to join this Discord Symphony or knows anyone who would like to join us is welcome. Any musicians welcome. Yes. Yes. Ow! I just smacked my... I was going to say this, if anyone's watching, if they want to, if y'all want to take part in Discord Symphony, do your... That's the man. That's the man to talk to. This guy right here. We're doing what we can, but at some point it's, preaching to the choir. But anyways. Nope, that's not right. That is tricky. Holy. And now we're getting into the point where it's like I would be playing the same note on two different strings. And I don't know how I would want to. Maybe I can do it like that's, maybe I can switch from the F to the B flat side on those. That could kind of, that might work. Holy cow. Okay. Difficult. So, if we start from like here. I see. So those are, that's a D. Holy moly. And that is a D because that's a G above the staff. Holy. That's not right. maybe we do that because it's supposed to be a chord. I can't exactly do a chord without going into like multiphonic stuff. So maybe from like here, gliss up to 1, 2, 3. To kind of give it a chordish sound. With that, we have read the entirety of the first cello suite. Yo! Honestly, I didn't think we were going to get that far today. Especially within the first hour. It's only been 45 minutes. I think that deserves a victory sip. Now, granted, it's not good. But this is the point at which we can start making it good. So, honestly, the biggest thing for this second half of the first suite, the second half of it is really just not nearly as difficult, I think, as the first. Because there's only a few, like, it's the big jumps, big leaps, right? So when you're trying to stretch between, like, I don't know, 2.5 octaves all at once within the span of a couple of notes, that's not all that easy. But being a lot more fluid in the second half, with some skips and jumps, but they're mostly like, what is the term? It's the it's the same thing I couldn't figure out last week. It's for that, like, that pattern. There's a name for the pattern, like on the piano. It's you know? I can't think of it. So here I want to do, for this one, after the A, I want to do U, trigger 2. Let's see how that works. Dang that stuff. Yo, confused guy, what's up, dude? Been a long time. Got my board results. 93 physics. 93% physics? Or 93% overall. Physics fucked me. Got 87 physics, 97 math, and 95 chem. Dude, 87 being your lowest? Like, take a bow. That's not fucked you. That's like, that is flying colors, my friend. That is satisfactory. Perfectly acceptable. I assume. I don't know what 93 overall. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. That's huge. Come on, that's worthy of celebration. Right? That's fantastic. Knocked it out of the dang park. Come on. That's excellent. This is a very difficult freaking. There's so much going on in this piece, dude. I don't even know, like, it's so overwhelming where to even work, you know? Where should we work? Where should we twerk? Without getting TOS'd. Yeah, I don't think I can do multiphonics there. Oh my god, that's awful. 15%, 230,000 people failed in the entire country. 15%? A 15% fail rate in the entire country. That honestly doesn't seem too bad. Like, I don't know what the standards are or what this is necessarily. This is, remind me what the examinations, is this like, not primary, but like high school? Like standardized testing? Or like college entrance or certification? Because a 15% fail rate, depending on what it is, could be very good or very bad. When I took the CPA exam, each section, depending on the section, some had like a 40% fail rate, some were up to like, I think 60, somewhere between there, but roughly 50% was the pass fail rate for those. So like, I see 15%, I think of the bar. Like, that's like a fucking, I don't know, 30% pass rate or something. Like, 15% fail rate doesn't seem all that bad. Class 12 survey, senior secondary. So that's like high school stuff, right? Like end of high school, if I'm doing the conversion right. That's pretty sweet, dude. And not to mention, you're solidly up there in the top of the top. So like, who cares who? I don't want to say who cares who failed, because obviously that's a devastating result, and I don't want to minimize the impact of that. But still, you know what I mean. Honestly, not too bad. I'm guilty for like just trying to play through things. Y'all know this. I just play through and I don't take the time to clean up on the way as I get things wrong, and I should be better about that. So let's clean up on the way for some of this stuff. Because really, apart from the last like 4 lines are all the, and that's going to be like, that's not going to be as tricky to work out. The trickier bits are going to be all the way down to the pedal stuff and fitting those in properly with context. So like, I don't know what even is the best way to. clean this up. Don't just play through. Gotta remember, get it through my... You hear that shit? That thick skull? I should write down, because I keep getting it wrong. I keep getting it wrong, so why would I keep getting it wrong? You. Trigger 1, 2. It'd be so much cooler if we just stopped getting it wrong. You know? Isn't it crazy how that works? If I could just like play the right notes instead of the wrong notes, this would sound so much better. Ha! I bet no one's ever thought this before in history. I'm probably the first person to ever think this. Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. I'm writing out the goddamn fingerings. Like I'm in 6th grade or some shit, because I can't do this. So it's gonna be 1, 2. Trigger 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. 1. Open 2. 1. 2, 3. 1. Open 1. 1. Open 2. Open. Okay. All right. Let's try it now. Jeez. Jeez Louise. And I just played right through to the end. Y'all didn't stop me from playing right through to the end. Y'all. I gotta stop doing that. It's just so much fun. It's just so much fun. And honestly, we're kind of getting somewhere. That's been some good work on this. I put in a lot of work on the first half. The first half of it over the weekend. And it seems like it's coming together. A bear of a piece, an absolute just monstrosity in terms of technique and like style. Like imagine trying to play this on a horn like a cello. Oh, all of the rubato and extra emphasis on the because like it's written in 16th notes, but if you listen to anyone performing them, of course I listen to the Yo-Yo Ma recordings because I feel like he's kind of, if not the standard, he's like up there. And maybe that's just me being ignorant of cellos. If any of y'all know cellists, or just other recordings of this that I should tune into, but it's so hard to just like writing these down too because I can't get them right. So it's 2 3, and then you're. Do I do that? I don't know how I want to play those, as a matter of fact. But I do know how I want to play the notes around it. I don't know that E specifically. Neither seem great. Because it's if I do it trigger 2 on the first one and then 1 and 2 on the second one, that does kind of work. I'm gonna have a bruise. I banged the shit out of my head into. I was loading up my dog to come over here this morning from my girlfriend's house, and I tried to lean into the car, and I just smacked my head right here. That really hurt, actually. There's a bump right into the car roof, ceiling, whatever. So I'm a bit scrambled at the moment, a little jumbled. My head was shaking, rattling, and rolling. So you're 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. I think I do it different. I should do it differently both times. So this one, that'll be trigger 2. This one, you will be 1 2, and then 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2. I think that works. Because that way it keeps my 3 fingers in the right spot for the next one, and I just have to engage or disengage the thumb for the next set. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. So from there, we can actually move on to the part that we've read today. That's not too bad, y'all. That feels good. Yo, cheers, Professor. I'll drink to that. I also love playing music, and what I love more than playing music, I don't know why I'd been so hesitant to like read new music and get good at something that I'm previously not good at, but like this of the cello suite, the tuba concerto, the alto trombone concerto, those are brand new pieces to me. You know, the cello sonata I'm at least familiar with. But like the feeling of progress, like I'm putting in work to try and learn these things and it's actually working, like that is addictive as fuck, man. Let me tell you. I feel good today. I really do. This is coming along. I feel so good, and it's going to suck because I'm going to have to take next week off. Also, while I'm thinking about it, there's not going to be streams next week. Yeah, I'm going to be out of town. So, we're not going to stream. But it'll be all right. Don't miss me too much, chat. I know it's difficult. Okay. 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 So. Whew. Yeah. And I immediately forget all the shit that that we just worked out, which is fine. It's fine. It's okay. There's always regression before progression. Probably. Ow. I can't even lift my eyebrow there. That hurts. I really smacked the fuck out of my head. Okay. I should go engage the trigger from here. These three notes. The concert A, G, and F sharp. Yes. A, G, and F sharp, which are E, D, and C sharp. No. I think that's going to be a good way to end it. I do like that. Since I can't do a a chord. I'm going to try it again. That was nasty, but it was kind of fun. Nope. That's fine. That's okay. We'll make it work somehow. We'll get there. Geez, what do we play? What do we work on now? I'm kind of over the cello. You know what? This is what we do. We do the alto trombone one because there's a lot of trills in there, and it's honestly just a really good one to work out. Because this one's a chop killer. It is so, it's in that range where it's like, it's not particularly rangy up high or low, really. It's just, it sits where it sits for the entirety of the 3 movements. Holding those pitches for 3 movements is difficult. That's all. Like there's no one note that is particularly difficult. It's very much a marathon. So it's good to work it out because I'm going to need, this is going to be if my programming for my recital is okay, here we go. The big concerto is going to be the second piece. There's going to be like five pieces and an intermission. Number 1 is a standard or fun piece. Either tuba or cello. The big concerto, this one. An intermission, maybe. A small piece, so the other of the tuba or cello. 5th would be an other big one. And then 6 is a contemporary piece. So I don't know what my other big one will be, nor do I know necessarily my contemporary, because the whole theme was like, I want to do something that is not written for horn. So we've got one unaccompanied piece. We've got this Baroque concerto, romantic tuba, Bach cello. That's a pretty diverse recital, all like just by itself. Not terribly long, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really matter because I'm probably not going to do this full recital until like the spring semester. I can't imagine I would be doing it in the fall. But I've been wrong before. Quite often, actually. I'm often wrong when it comes to like my academic pacing, scheduling, pathway. All I know is I'm just out here tooting. Where they tell me to show up and perform, I will show up and I will perform. Anyways, it's really neither here nor there. A little bit more water.
Water. A little water.
I don't need it. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all even know 2D SpongeBob anymore? Or is it all just the 3D shit? Because I gotta be honest, there's a charm for the old 2-dimensional animation SpongeBob that just fucking slaps, man. I miss it. Neither here nor there. Okay. Two. One, two. I felt good about that one. Yo. Now immediately I'm gonna fuck this up. Don't it always seem to go? What did I say? It's a B natural. It holds over for the whole measure. Here's the thing, y'all. You might not realize, but when you have an accidental here, this B natural, this B is still natural. That's the whole, that's the shit they don't teach you in school. They teach you that like day one. This is natural. Stop missing it. Me, stupid. Apart from the flubs, I liked that. I thought that was pretty good. That felt nice, y'all. Am I actually getting like good? Has it finally happened? Am I actually like... I think I'm pretty good, y'all. Now immediately watch me fuck this up now that I've said something. Why do I talk? Why am I allowed to talk? I should not be. Okay. It's gonna be dum ba la la dum. It needs to be a quintuplet, a university one, and it's just gonna be on one. No, I'm not gonna write out university. That's just cheeky. But I am gonna write out a pentuplet. No, I'm going to do university. It's much more annoying to write out this form of a quintuplet. Of course not. That feels like a good trill. And there, that's on 1 and 3. And then I need to write a cadenza, which will be something. Not for right now. What was bad in here? There were a few things. Oh yeah, I keep getting this wrong. Not bad. So many trills, though. Holy shit. I wonder, does an alto trombone also have lip trills in this register? Surely not, right? Because the recording I listened to of this one, either the trombonist has like the most amazing lip trill in existence, or they're using their fingers, which also is fine. But they're so quick, so snappy, so like perfect. Yeah, I can't tell. I feel like it's finger instead of lip. Just most brass instruments are finger instead of lip, except for super high range. I'm just not that familiar with alto trombone. Yeah. That is a little bit better. I don't know what this note is supposed to be. I feel like it's supposed to be B natural. It sounds so much better to my ear as a B natural. But it is literally written as a B flat. So it's either D major, or borrowing the D minor because it's in F major. Not concert, but like I could see it going both ways musically. If you wanted to reinforce the sharp 6 or keep the flat 6 to make it harmonic. I think I need to listen to it, actually. But not right now. Yeah, no reason to listen to it right now, because I'd have to find it, and then I'll get, like, DMCA'd or something. It's gonna recognize, you know? And this is, like, one of the only times that you don't want them to recognize. Who? Them? Are they in the room with us right now? It's possible. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Excuse me, I apologize. I can tell my chops are getting tired. And I did say this is a chop killer of a piece because it's all in this mid-high range. And if you're doing this for, I think it's like 7 minutes and 4, so like 18 to 20 minutes is the length of this piece. Whew. 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 You know? Yo, Henry. Yo, what's up, dude? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. What's going on? Happy Monday to ya. I'm just trying to blow my chops out by working on this here alto trombone concerto, as one does. We finished, dude, can I tell you? It's been a hell of a good day of practice. We started, finished reading the entirety of the first Bach cello suite, the prelude. Not the entirety of the first suite. That would be like, a monstrous undertaking. But the prelude, the one, we actually read through the whole thing. Still a lot to clean up, but like, that's a pretty dang good bit of progress. That makes me feel nice, you know? Looks like Hyrie lifts that sheet music for real. I mean, it's just It's just cello music. You know. You know, it's fun. It's easy. It's just music. It is weird, though, some of these, like, markings and indications for cellos that I'm not used to seeing as a horn player. Also, JL. I didn't notice that was JL and not JBM Henry and John, and sorry. Good to see you as well, my friend. I hope you're also doing well. But, yeah, it's a fun piece. It's a really fun piece. The, I don't know if I want to do this one or the first one has a Kurante, I think, that was really good. I'm not going to find it right now, but quavers and semi-quavers. That's right. That's what y'all call them across the pond, or like anywhere but the U.S., I think. But glad to hear it, buddy. Quavers is such a fun word, though. I wish, like, I feel like I can't pull it off. That'd be like, as an American trying to use, like, bloody or, like, mate in colloquial, you know, just regular conversation. I feel like quavers would be, like, this dude's trying way too hard. You know? Although, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I can be that that weirdo to actually pull it off. If you have confidence, right? You can pull anything off. Probably. Maybe. Oh, okay. Nope, it still does need to be 1 and 3. How did I get it at just 1 before? So you need to be 1 and 3. A 1 and 3 quintuplet of a trill. What a weird... These are some weird trills, man. You're in the U.S. too. Oh, okay. Heard quavers and semi-quavers from a movie. What movie is that? I often hear if I have like Sarah Willis's horn hangouts and she gets like European musicians on, or like I've watched Andrew Bain talk about, you know, maybe not Andrew Bain. Maybe I'm misremembering, but definitely Sarah Willis and some of the people she's had on her podcast, horn hangouts, whatever. Where they're talking like quavers and semi-quavers and all that. But yeah, never before in my like academically or practically when I've been doing. No one says quavers, but it's an interesting thing. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That is one that I haven't seen. Okay, quavers and semi-quavers. Right on. I do know that's like a. Is that a classic or a cult classic? Close Encounters. Very first thing that comes up, a Reddit. What is the point of Close Encounters of the Third Kind? While it is never boring and very well made, there is barely a plot and there doesn't seem to be anything under the hood. Is there any subtext? Huh. Kind of makes you think. I don't know that this person knows what they're talking about. I don't know if I know what I'm talking about because I don't really know what the movie is. Other than, like, probably aliens. Probably aliens. It would make sense. Yes. Aliens? Like aliens? No spoilers for a almost 40-year-old movie, but hey. Interesting. So it's like a... Okay. I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess. Just because I don't want to give anything away. Oh, goodness. All right. What are we at? 1:45. Probably should look at the third movement. The third movement is very short on this one, in contrast to most other concertos. The third movement's kind of a nothing burger. Not actually, but like the first two have cadenzas written in, and this one's just like half the length and also no cadenza. The first and second movements are like 6 to 7 minutes, not memeing, but 6 minutes and change long. This one's like 3 minutes and change long. It's weird. Oh, put aliens in quotes because I don't believe in aliens. Well, so here's the thing, is they would be movie aliens anyways. So even if you did, they would be the fake kind. So if they're real in the movie, then they're still fake. You know? I don't know if I necessarily am an aliens guy either, but I think it is a bit narcissistic to think that we are like alone in all of the universe. But like, there's no way I think we'd ever actually encounter anything, not at least within my lifetime. I don't think that would ever happen. But there's definitely there's got, as big as the universe is, maybe. But that's kind of the thing, is like you can't prove a negative. Or right. So you can't definitively say no, there are not any, but you could definitively say yes, there are some. But it's, that's a whole other bit of logic and philosophy that we don't need to get into right now, because I am just gonna toot. Bum, 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 bum. I don't like this, and I really don't like this. It is a huge subject, and like it's not like anyone's going to be. I don't know. It's kind of one of those things where I'm like, you have your truth and I have mine, and we can be happy with that. you know, even if we don't necessarily ascribe to the same sort of things, I've thought of my position from a logic, as logically of a position as I can, given the things I can see and observe, and you know, whatever else. And you know, you have your truth, and those neither of us will ever know probably if we're actually right. So like, it's fun to think about, though. It is a fun thought experiment, or terrifying, depending on how far you go. Like, because I not often, but I used to have like big panic attacks, what I now recognize as panic attacks, when I would be a child and think of like the universe or just like infinity as a concept. Like, it really sends me into a tailspin because it breaks my mind, you know. Whether it's, you know, like life, like immortality, or if it's like, you know, space, where it's just so vast and unending, you know, in quotes, because who knows, but the observable portion at least, just literally for ever and 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 ever, you know, etc. And that really gets me. I don't recommend. I know I want you to be trigger one, but I don't know, because it's slow is fast. Slow is fast. Can't do it. Slow is fast. Deep thoughts as a child. Dang, I was busy playing with toys and video games. Well, I mean, look, I say, you know, I wasn't just sitting around as a child pondering the great mysteries of the universe or anything like that. It was more like, as I was trying to go to sleep and unable to, my mind would wander into like space and infinity, immortality as like concepts, and then think about like, okay, what if this was actually true, and I, as, you know, myself, were immortal, and then, you know, follow it down the logical pathway, right? So like, I would go and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not, I don't want to get into it because I don't want to like bring it back up. I can feel the like my brain sort of shifting into like, this is, let's not go here. So we're not going to go there. But yeah, it was more just like whenever I was unable to sleep was often when stuff like that would creep in. I had plenty of toys and video games after a while, but not for a bit there. We weren't allowed to have video games for the longest time. It was weird. Anyways, yeah, dude, we're still tooting around. And Suki, holy moly, it has indeed been a while. How are you? Yo, it's been a minute. What's going on, dude? I think, dang, I don't remember the last time I seen you around. It's wonderful to see you. Hope you're having a good Monday. It's a good start to your week. Hope you're doing well. Enjoying the summer, as it were. Oh, I'm running out of steam. First off, because I forgot to turn my air down, and y'all want to guess what the temperature is in here right now? It's going to blow your mind hole. It is officially, by my calculations, 81 degrees. 81 Fahrenheit, which is about 27 for y'all over using the real science units. Wrapping up this exam session. Hell yeah, dude. Love to hear that. The house is doing well, actually. I don't know if you can tell, but outside the door, we got most of like all the painting done that we're gonna do for right now. And that includes this hallway used to be a nasty, like brown, spicy mustard kind of color. We've gotten it now painted out and done. We have, I'm waiting to get a call back from a dude about some plywood so that I can start building some cabinets for the kitchen. And then it's full speed ahead once we get that stuff done. So yeah, it's coming along. It's still taking a minute, but it is coming along. As I was laying down to sleep, I was thinking I want to play Sonic right now. We'll see if I thought about that, then I wouldn't sleep also. So it'd be like either way, I was kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. But yeah, I have a problem with my mind wandering as I try and sleep. Nowadays, I just turn on like a thunderstorm recording or something to like focus on that I don't have to like think about. It's so hot in India, a constant 104, like indoors. Because it doesn't get that hot out here right now, but it is it's gonna get up to 92 today here with only 48% humidity. That's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. Hotter than fuck, but like still. 104 is insane. Absolutely just like, oh. I'm from Florida and I would melt. I don't know about that. All that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Suki. Holy camel. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the progress is good. The thing that sucks is next week I'm actually going on vacation. And so all the progress that we're making and you know the momentum we're gaining, right, is going to just come to a complete thud for a whole week, and then hopefully we'll be able to make it back once we get back. But anyways, it's a whole thing. When we don't turn on the AC, it's upwards of 104. Holy shit. Projected to go higher as we merge into mid-May. Dude, that's not even just like hot. That is life-threatening. Holy cow. Holy camel. Holy camel, Professor. Keep me honest. You are correct. That is awful. Commiserations, truly and sincerely. Last night I was looking into making a leather harmonica case. So I was looking at what other people had made and such for inspiration, or do you do from like plans, like you're looking for plans, or like something someone had done and you're like, oh, I can do that, and just like wing it? Because I'm trying to be more of a I see what someone does and then can kind of wing it from there. But so like my entire life I have been, if I don't have plans, if I don't have a diagram, if I don't have schematics, if I don't have something, like I cannot do this thing. And I'm trying to break out of that mindset. And it's very difficult. Very difficult. But that's what I'm going to be doing with my kitchen cabinets. So I guess we'll see. I don't know. All right. I need to finish playing this part before we finish, because it's 5 minutes till 1. Holy cow. Dun, 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 I can't play that. Holy moly. Oh my god. My chops are tired. I'm pretty tired. Second one mainly for my recent other projects. Gotcha. I did find a pattern for a sling pouch that I've used a couple times. Hey, that's pretty nifty. I like that. The problem that I've been running into is like, at least that the reason why I'm trying to like be more of a wing it and just go with the flow, not relying on patterns, is because like all the patterns I'm finding are like paid for cabinets and pantry cabinets and all this kind of stuff, and it's just like I'm sure they're fine and good to follow, but from a YouTube video I feel like I can see and I know the measurements that I need to have, so I can just like do it. I don't know, and this is where I'm getting like I have such confidence in myself that I can make and build kitchen cabinets, but I have no reason to have such confidence, like at all. So it's going to be interesting. But also, I will say, my chops are tired. I got to get lunch. I'm starving. And quite honestly, I have to go to the bathroom. When it comes to music, I want sheet music. I don't like playing by ear and figuring things out that way. I agree with that 100%. 100%. I want the music in front of me to look at, to read. For something like a little tune, like if I am just doing, something, just a riff or something, that's one thing. But if it's an actual like song that I want to play, I don't like doing that from by ear or transcribing it myself or anything like that. Like I definitely want that. I haven't found music for Take Me Out to the Ball Game or Home on the Range that I like though. Trying to figure that. Is that really? I feel like that's especially for harmonica, that would be like pack one, pick one. That's like everyone has one of those in their back pocket, right? Reading music for harmonica is weird. Is it really? I would imagine. I don't think I've ever looked at harmonica music. I am gonna do that later though, because I gotta get out of here. I really gotta go to the bathroom. So thanks for hanging out, y'all. I appreciate you so much. Y'all make the practice so much fun. And hope y'all have a great rest of your Mondays. A great Tuesday if I don't see you. But we're gonna be back tomorrow for some more practice. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Have a great one, everyone, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Peace.